I'm getting asked this question all the time, guys. When we meet with potential buyers, people looking to buy, is it a good time to buy? With everything that's going on, the pandemic, is the market going to crash? All of these things. So is it a good time to buy? And here's the answer, right? Maybe, right? Maybe. And these are the couple questions that you should be asking yourself to determine if it is a good time to buy. Number one, guys, is do you plan to stay there for at least 3 to 5 years? Because if you buy a home today, you can't expect it to appreciate overnight. It's going to take some time. In the meantime, it may have its ups and downs, but in the long run, real estate has always proven to be a safe investment that will appreciate over time. So if you plan to stay there at least 3 to 5 years, you should be fine. So that's number one. Number two, guys, is are you financially stable, right? Is your job okay? Do you have the down payment? Can you afford the payments? Is it going to be a stretch for you? If you can afford the payments, you're financially stable, you got the money saved up, and you know your job's not going nowhere, then that's even more reason to go ahead and pull the trigger. The last thing, guys, number three, is can you lock into favorable terms right now? With the interest rates being the lowest they've been in a really, really long time, guys, you are able to lock in at some crazy low interest rates. I'm seeing like 2.75, 3%, 3.25%. These are interest rates. This is essentially what you're paying every month. It's your payment and the interest that you pay over the life of the loan, right? If the market did go down or something crashed or something and the interest rates went up, you may be in the same boat because you're still paying all that interest over time, right? So if you can lock into favorable terms right now and pretty much get almost free money, I think that's even more reason why it's a good time to buy. So those three things, guys, if you answered yes to those three questions, and that all seems positive for you, and it makes sense for you in your lifetime where you're at right now, and you want to get out of renting a home and you want to invest in property and have an asset that's going to appreciate and start paying your own mortgage down instead of paying the landlord's mortgage, well, then it's a great time to buy. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is people always say, well, was the market going to crash? During the last 5 recessions, guys, the 2008 one being the last one, the prices of homes went down almost 20% due to that 2008 market crash. And that was because it was directly coming from the real estate industry. In 1991, there was a market crash and the prices only went down 2% because of that, right? Which is not much. During the other 3 market crashes, guys, home prices actually went up 3 to 6% during those times. So even though the market had crashed or things had happened, the market still went up for home prices. So you just got to keep those things in mind, guys. That a real economic crash does not necessarily mean that home prices are going to go down, especially here in the Bay Area and the Silicon Valley, where we have a lot of demand and the supply is low. So that's my tip for you guys today. If you have any questions about buying, selling, business questions, hit me up. I'm always here to help.